Hello and welcome to the Studio Demands It, a screenwriting series where we will... every week.
You'll get it.
Hello and welcome to the Studio Demands It, a screenwriting series where we will conceptualize, pitch, and craft a film or show based on the demands from one of you listeners acting as a hypothetical Hollywood overlord.
Listeners.
As professional screenwriters ourselves and massive cinephiles, we talk movies all the time.
Ourselves.
And we'd like to believe that we can meet any demand thrown at us by the studio.
Believe.
We will be your screenwriters for this episode. I am TC DeWitt, and joining me, as always, is Jim Pillow Berzelic.
Yeah?
Literally,
that's the one?
I looked over, I could see you have it written on your shirt.
Brick, are you just looking around and saying you love the things you see?
Your middle name's Couch. Your middle name is Empire Strikes Back poster. And I love it. It's a family name. Xbox controller.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
That
is my middle name.
Have I failed at the middle name game? Like, have we peaked out?
No. I think you doing the adjusted intro is just throwing you off.
It's throwing off my game.
Yeah.
I'm not finding your birth certificates and figuring out what your names are.
Yeah.
What's to riff up? Pillow? Do you like soft pillows or hard pillows, Jim? Don't look at my pillows. Those are my pillows.
I like lumpy pillows.
You like a lumpy pillow?
Yeah.
You're a monster.
I am. And what's really weird is I found IKEA sells them all like pre-lumpied.
Lumpy pillow?
It's like really weird. I don't know why. I'm not happy about it either.
Are they cotton or are they feather?
I think they're cotton.
Like foam?
Yeah, they're cotton.
They're weird foam?
Sort of.
They're just lumpy. I have my t-shirt quilt.
Yeah.
And I cut all the arms off it to create the squares that would be the shirt. And then my wonderful mother made it for me. But I kept all the sleeves and I stuck them in a pillowcase. And I was like, oh, I'll have a sleeve pillow. The most awful, rock hard, awful pillow that has ever pillowed.
Because that fabric is going to like stack.
Just bunch up.
Yeah.
So you want a lumpy pillow. I'll give you one that feels like a bag of mud.
So it's weird. They're not, the lumps aren't hard. Like imagine a cotton pillow, but then the cotton kind of separates into sections. Now each of those sections didn't get like t-shirt sleeve piled together hard. We all know what that feels like.
Yeah, we've all been there.
But it just, the pillow is kind of lumpy. It's somewhere in between a soft and hard pillow. And it like when you punch it to puff it up in certain areas.
Make it lumpier. Give it some bruises.
And you can, I'm the type of person, I sort of fold the pillow within my arms and put my head on it. Like, is sort of what I do, and it doesn't quite work the same with a soft or hard pillow.
You need a good lumpy pillow.
And previous to finding those, it really was taking cheap soft pillows. I used to buy them from Target, I don't know if they still do, because again, it's been years since I bought them there. They were $4 a pillow, which I feel like in the 21st century, that's a deal. Finding anything for $4 sounds like a deal.
If you sleep on it 400 times, you paid a penny per sleep.
Yeah. And while there was a comfort to a new pillow, the way it was puffy was nice, but it wasn't where I needed it to be until like 6 months in.
Until you really beat the hell out of it.
Yes.
Made it nice and lumpy.
Yep.
Broke up the innards.
And then I found IKEA sold them that way to begin with.
Oh my God. There was a time I had like 15, 16 pillows on my bed because I just, anytime I ever went anywhere, I'd take a pillow from the hotel.
Oh, wow.
And then eventually, I think I wasn't the only one doing that because hotels started charging for missing pillows. And that was the end of that run. But there was a time, my whole bed, I still have like I have 6 pillows on my bed.
Holy cow.
2 of them are for the cat. There's 2 next to you right now. Who would have thought we would have had this much pillow talk, Jim?
Is that a hint about this episode?
Not even
was Pillow as my middle name actually? Are we going to pitch the Pillow Man movie?
I'm gonna save America by selling pillow. Pillow Man?
No, not that Pillow Man.
Okay, good.
But we could do that one. That's awful. And I don't want to marry the two. No, The Pillow Man by Martin McDonough,
Oh,
which I think has been turned into a movie at this point.
that's all he does is he writes plays to be movies.
Yep.
And then begrudgingly wins Tony Awards.
Yep.
What a jerk.
I hate that guy.
No, this has nothing to do with anything.
Okay.
And the audience knows because as we've discussed since the beginning of this series, sometimes the audience knows more what the demand is than we do as we're recording it.
Yes. Yeah. And yeah, this season has been much more of that.
Absolutely. Because I've really been doing keyword search, grab, go for this year. We're not really like aiming towards any sort of optimized choice here. We're really just going into deep into the demands, pulling out a keyword, grabbing that demand. Last episode was a big surprise because I picked Thor.
Yep.
I picked the keyword Thor, and then we ended up not making a Thor movie at all.
No, not at all.
We did a movie that stars Sharon Carter and Flash Thompson.
Yep.
My God. So today's demand comes from Sugar from MPH Studios. All right, here we go. Fellas, we can all agree that one of the finest franchises in all of cinema history is not the MCU or James Bond or Star Wars. It is the franchise that does one thing better than all of them. It embraces family.
All right, there's the MPH reference. Yeah.
The Fast and the Furious. The Fast and the Furious franchise has hit a messy road, and while we wait for the extended finale from, oh, thank you. This is great. Speedometer Toretto.
Nice. Nice.
Someone follows our Threads account. As we wait for the extended finale from Speedometer Toretto and his crew, it is time to plan ahead. The most expansion we've gotten from this franchise is Hobbs and Shaw, which saw a superhuman robot man and The Rock superhero robot man fight, and The Rock pull a helicopter to the ground with his bare hands. And Fast and the Furious Spy Racers, which is do you know about this? Which is a cartoon about a group of teenagers who infiltrate an elite racing league controlled by nefarious organizations that are hell-bent on world domination? What? I didn't know about that. Anyway, but that's not doing this IP any favors. It's time to shake things up. Handbrake turn onto a new Fast and Furious road. And honestly, the best way to do this is to send the series far, far away. Oh God, don't be Star Wars.
Yes.
From the roads we know. Okay. We want a Fast and the Furious movie set in the past.
Oh.
Way past.
Oh.
Ideally before cars even existed.
Yabba dabba do past?
Pick a time period and make a new entry to the FFF. Stick as closely as possible to all the classic Fast and the Furious tropes. Family, impossible heists, rival crews, outrageous action. The whole thing. Just no cars. Nail it, and maybe this movie series will get another 10 entries. Good luck. Okay, Sugar. Boy, for a split second there, I thought it was going to be Star Wars Fast and the Furious with that far, far away. Sugar, thank you. This is our demands come from studios literally all over the world. I don't think I stated that you can send in your demand and we will have to meet it. And if we reach the end of the episode and are successful, we'll have a full story pitched out. And that very well could be the pitch that is greenlit by the listeners for our finale, where we will fully write and produce a feature-length version of this story. But keep these demands coming like Sugar has here over at our website. A Fast and the Furious period piece is what we've been asked to do here. Whew, did you think it was going to be sci-fi like Star Wars?
Yes, I did.
maybe we could discuss that as well. But I'll admit I've kind of thought about this before. Of if you, much like I think James Bond would benefit from going back in time to like the 50s and 60s. Okay. I think the Fast and the Furious, there is some fun to be had by putting it in a pre-Dom Toretto era.
We talked about that on one of them. We talked about them going back in time and racing with their dad.
Yeah, which they kind of almost did in 10 or 9 anyway, when we saw the flashback to John Cena.
Yeah. But then I thought we even mentioned it. We didn't spend much time on it, but having them go back to the bootlegger era and actually like,
well, he's
racing.
Not, I don't believe Sugar.
We need to go even further back. They said no cars.
No cars. I do think the bootlegger,
which means no cavemen because they had foot powered cars.
It's just amoebas racing. Fast and Furious Road. We want a Fast and the Furious. Ideally, before cars exist. So you suggesting bootlegging era is great, and we're not time traveling with our characters.
No. We are doing it not an alternate history, sort of an alternate history.
Yeah. We can choose to set it. I'm gonna look up this cartoon because if there's a Toretto involved in this, I'll be amused.
I'll bet you there is. I'll bet you it's like a young cousin.
Yeah, like Vincent. No, wait, Vincent's the name of the guy who gets his arm messed up in the first movie. And he dies in 6.
Also, the name of the actor who plays Dom Toretto.
Vincent Diesel?
Yeah.
I thought it was Vindalin.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Fast.
For a while, I thought it was Alvin.
That'd be all right. Fast and Furious. What was it called? Fast and Furious. He said it. Spy Racers?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Okay,
real help I am.
Yeah, Fast and the Furious Spy Racers. The main character is Tony Toretto.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay, well.
All right, so I think I got something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have a thought as well of where I would like to do this, but let's see what you got.
So, to keep that theme, it doesn't have to be Dom, but clearly it has to be a Toretto.
It doesn't have to be Toretto. Okay, fine.
And so Toretto is an Italian name.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be a Roman story.
Oh,
about
shit.
chariots.
Oh, my God. A sword and sandals Fast and the Furious?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, let's...
Ben-Hur, but about family.
Family. Ben Hurling... I'm trying
Ben
to...
Heretto?
Ben Heretto. Oh man, talk about horsepower.
Ultimately, we don't have to do that, but that was my thought. So if it's no cars, it's going to be horses.
Yeah,
horses. It's going to be horse racing of some kind.
Well, cowboys, man. Fast and the Furious stagecoach.
Yeah,
we have a train we can use. We could use like steam powered trains.
Those don't count as cars. Well, right? Train cars aren't the same.
I think he means
cars.
I think he means automobiles.
Yeah, so
like. I'm willing to indulge you in the Roman era real quick here.
So I don't. I'm okay if you want to do Wild West. I am here for it.
I know you are.
I don't want to take us to that well every time.
Jim, I love going to the cowboy well with you. We have had more than one truly successful pitch. Our Alien Frontier movie.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
That one was fan voted into the finale and beat Star Wars and Harry Potter.
Oh my God, can you just see how dark it would be? It'd be such a dark Western. It would be so good.
So we've had success with the Weird West. Having well, let's just think about Romans for a second. Is there anything to be had about chariot races? Like, I don't know, like really want like the mass appeal of it as well, of like the closest I can think of that would be in the vein of Fast and the Furious, but a sword and sandals movie, was Kit Harington's Pompeii, which was a gladiator, just juiced up gladiator movie where it's a Kiefer Sutherland plays the villain in it, and it is like the movie Gladiator, but right when the explosion of Pompeii happens.
So I didn't watch that because I'm a nerd about Pompeii, and I knew that they weren't going to do the volcano right, and so I'm like, I'm not seeing this.
It is just Kit Harington oiled up and looking amazing as he sword fights, and then the corruption of a government, and then
gets away on a chariot?
Yeah, he gets away on a
chariot.
He
does?
There's
so they beat us to it. It's so I mean, you sort of just summed up what I would do is I would highlight the bread and circuses of Rome, but I would try to replicate. I guess it'd be replicating the earlier Fast and Furious movies. I would have a group of people who are basically doing heists, a la Chariots.
Yeah. Like they're getting away on chariots?
Yeah.
Were chariots used just in general day-to-day travel?
They are in this movie.
They keep getting away. Oh, sorry. They keep getting away. The chariots are going so fast, and they only attack at night.
And that's how all Romans talked.
I think it's pretty accurate.
I think so.
I swear to God.
I was there.
And they're always talking about the familia.
Familia. Yep. They're at the Olive Garden.
When you
what's
hear
happening?
your family. Oh my God. Fast and the Furious Roman, like Ben Heretto, when you're here, your family.
Somehow still drinking Coronas.
Before we go to Cowboys, which I think we'll ultimately land on, I'm willing to talk about bootleggers. I know he said ideally no cars, but taking it back to that era of cars and being bootleggers, that they are criminal Robin Hood type heroes. There's something there's some fun to be mined there.
There absolutely is. I think it's a matter of what is the story we want to tell. Right? It's easy enough to say, oh, we'll tell the Fast and Furious story. It's a story of family.
Sure.
No, you gotta.
I would much rather.
What's the James Bond story you're telling here?
Right. Well, I think you were on to something saying that we should go more towards the original 4 or 5 before
where
getting
they were criminals.
Yeah, before they became James Bond
superheroes,
Hot Wheels supercar car powers. That it's much more about what's the theft, what's the heist, what are these bad guys, these thieves stealing, who are they stealing it from, why are they stealing it? And the bootlegging era of Prohibition. Look, when you look at New York and the rise of the American mob, it is built on Prohibition. When seriously, the rise of the mob within America is because of Prohibition. They figured out how to run that booze once it became illegal to drink it, and the history of poor congressional passing of laws was always met by the Italians and the mob benefiting and finding a workaround and undermining the government for the betterment of their people and their communities. And yes, they were all criminals, but that era, if we choose it, is the Italians play Toretto, right? But I think he's more Latino than Italian. Toretto sounds Italian, but I think Dom is Hispanic.
I'm not sure.
What is
Toretto? It might just be straight up Spanish. He might be related to Marcus Aurelius from Gladiator.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess the question is and we should what is Dom Toretto's race, nationality?
Ethnicity is
ethnicity. His
it's meant to be Italian.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. There we go.
Well, I'm sorry. The AI overview says it was originally conceived to be Italian American. However, I got another one here that says he is Cuban and Mexican, Italian and Mexican. I don't know. He's a bunch of things.
He's ethnically ambiguous.
He's all that good stuff. Yes.
Okay. Well, linking him to booze running and dealing with both the government and the mob, if you want to go classic Sicilian mafia or the American Cosa Nostra, like you got two types of. It's like, hey, we're in the middle here. We're not with the government. We're not with the mob. We're just trying to exist independently. Then heisting from the both of them to pit them against each other and get away with the money in the end. Oh my God, Kat, you're killing me. What do you want?
Just to be near you. Sorry, I want to be near you. I really want to make chariots work. I just don't know enough about Roman culture to say, oh, this is the corruption that they would be fighting against, or these are the things they're stealing, or maybe we just copy the first one entirely, and they're just straight up criminals, and we have to have one Roman legionnaire
Brian, like
go
our
undercover.
Our Brian O'Connor. Yeah. Like trying to I love chariots.
D isn't a Roman numeral, is it?
It is.
They're stealing DVD player. I don't know what that
means. They're stealing. Oh my god. Oh my god. D. Okay, so D is 500.
D is 500.
D is 500. So
what would DVD be?
Well, D would be let's see, 500, 1,000 minus 5.
So they'd be stealing 995 players.
Oh my god.
Oh god, I want to do it just for that now.
When was the Roman Empire? If it took place in BC 959 or 995,
995?
Yeah.
No, it's not that old.
Then it could just be.
I don't think it is.
DVD. Somewhere.
Ultimately, we're going to be fictionalizing a bunch of things.
Yeah, of course.
But and to that, it doesn't have to and wouldn't be all on chariots. I think chariots would be a lot of fun, and playing into the whole there are like private chariots and stuff. So our Toretto, our Dominus Toretto. I know Sugar said no Dom, but there he is.
Dominus Toretto. Oh my god.
Would have his own chariot that he built. That's faster than the others.
Oh my god.
But like there would be horse racing, because obviously that's a part of chariots as well. But they can also get away by boat. You can also
I got it.
There's
Fast and the Furious Maximus.
Yes,
that's the name of the
Furious
movie.
Maximus?
Fast and the Furious presents Furious Maximus.
Oh, that's good.
Oh my god! Like,
is he a gladiator and chariot rider?
Yeah. Like he's.
Or is this too much of a parody at this point?
Well, it depends how seriously we take it. We're giggling through it right now, but if they're smuggling contraband, like if it's some sort of gladiatorial circus that travels through the Empire of Rome, performing gladiatorial arenas and chariot races, and our gladiators are actually smuggling things around Rome, they're dealing under the table kind of stuff. Like,
sure,
that they are, like if they're elite chariot racers who are also smugglers, and that the lead gladiator are Dominus Toretto. Dominus Toretto is the most respected of the and so then if that's what they're doing, they are gladiators and chariot racers, but they're also dealing under the table and moving contraband around. Then we could have some sort of general or warlord
who's all like, we need our 995 players back.
Maybe Dominus. Although it's funny because you made a point about like a Brian O'Connell analog of like a hero character that is a good person mixed up with the bad guys.
Yeah,
like that first one.
Someone infiltrating this gladiator chariot smuggling ring.
Okay, how about this? Gladiator Dominus. We can come up with a better name. Rex, whatever. Gladiator slave.
Rex means king.
I know what I said.
Okay.
And a legionnaire is put into their mix, and he's a he's a traitor or a turncoat, someone his punishment is you are now going to fight in the gladiatorial ring to earn your freedom because you're a traitor.
Like Marcus Aurelius, like
Sure,
what happened to him, sort of.
Sure, but
Oh no, I guess his was yeah.
he's actually not. He is there undercover as a slave, as a gladiator,
Sure.
and he has been sent to assassinate Rex, Dominus Rex.
These are starting to sound like Mad Max names.
He has been sent into the region, into this legion of gladiators and chariot racers
Yeah.
to uncover this underground smuggling ring.
Yeah.
And ultimately, once that is unlocked, like I've figured out this, that, and the other, great. Once you figure out who the leader is, kill them. They would never suspect the great hero of Rome, this slave gladiator, is actually the leader of this smuggling ring.
Sure.
And so now our Brian-esque character, our legionnaire, has ingratiated himself in this family of slaves and gladiators who are going to ultimately die in the ring or be killed and sold into servitude or whatnot.
Sure.
And now he can't kill his new friend. And leading up to a big climax of like your Ben-Hur huge gladiator, like chariot races with like the spikes on the wheels. And once our legionnaire, I'm really spitballing this, but like once our legionnaire can't do it, they send in like a heavy to kill both our legionnaire and Dom. And so now Dom and the legionnaire have to work together. They're like, I have something to tell you. He's here to kill you. Like in the midst of this epic chariot Ben-Hur style thing where the chariots finally, like maybe they break free from the gladiatorial ring and they're racing through the streets of Rome. Go ahead.
What is the
I've just bullshitted
No,
a
yeah,
lot.
no. Like, I'm just wondering, what are the stakes though? What are what's the MacGuffin that they're stealing to make it? I don't know enough about the Roman era to know like what would be contraband. Are they just smuggling out slaves?
That's not bad, but what about like literally stealing the Caesar or the Emperor's treasury? Like think of it in terms of Ocean's 11. This is the biggest event in the year in the calendar year. There's going to be so much betting going on for all of us. The amount of gold that's going to be put into the reserve to pay out to the gladiators and the nobles who are here while we are in the ring, we can be robbing the treasury.
Okay, that could be the big third act. That's ultimately what they're building.
Oh,
to.
you're talking about the contraband
what got them on the radar to begin with?
What could they be moving? Maybe they are freeing slaves. That seems like a pretty heavy. That's a very heroic thing.
One at a time.
Not that it's a difficult thing.
Well, yeah, because I know we're hearkening back to the first Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
But this is also the 12th in the series.
Yeah.
So at this point, the while we're not necessarily giving them car powers, they are still going to have altruistic motives.
So what kind of contraband could they be moving? Before the big plan, the big DVD heist.
Yeah, the thing that attracts the attention of the authorities to send in this undercover guy.
Let's see what kind of contraband. What kind of contraband would have been okay? So if we're thinking Roman Empire, lots of battles are going on. Boop. Okay, hold on a second. I'm just trying to do a quick little Google search here. What kind of contraband could smugglers be moving under the like through the shadows and
Mhm.
under the nose of the Roman Empire.
Yep.
That's what we're trying to figure out, right?
Yeah.
Because let's see.
Unless we do go with something truly ridiculous as just like making up some MacGuffin of value that they're just stealing.
Well,
They're stealing these scrolls.
if we want to go from the Fast and like to horses, they
Yeah.
could be smuggling horses. They could be like silks and spices from the east. They could just be moving
So
those.
they're just robbing merchants, just random merchants, and they've robbed enough that the merchants are like, do something about this. And so then the Romans are like, we'll send in our guy.
Yeah, maybe that. Maybe it's as simple as that they are stealing from wealthy merchants where the local shops are getting screwed by the wealthy elites who are buying and trading these exotic materials, fabrics and spices and foods and literal animals. And because the haves
What's the reverse of literal animals? Figurative ones?
statues,
Figurative animals?
statue animals. You're right. Poor choice of literal. But it's the stealing from the wealthies. If these gladiatorial events are
Sure.
taking place around Rome, not because the Colosseum can be our big final set piece. If they're taking place around Rome, and every time these elites roll into the area, thefts occur. Oh, all of my fabrics were stolen. My entire wardrobe was stolen.
No, we shouldn't be doing the first. We shouldn't be doing the first one.
Okay.
It's way more entertaining if we are following our Toretto, and he's putting together his team, and it's people that have a past. So we get a quick little cut to something that they did in the past as to why they're the right person for this job.
Okay.
That's way more entertaining, and it should just be all one heist against one corrupt senator or something.
Okay.
A la the drug lords from the Fast and Furious proper, or the different crime lords and stuff that they
Fast and the Furious, I think.
Fast and the Furious. So
yeah,
and Furious Maximus, and specifically this senator has forefronted, has whispered enough in the Emperor's ear to set up this huge event of gladiators and chariots and celebration as cover to rob the Emperor himself.
Oh, like he's planning on robbing the Emperor. Oh man.
And so our underdog heroes are putting together a team to undercut that senator, to essentially rob the Emperor before he can do it, but still pin it on him.
Yeah.
Right?
That's not bad. And also steal from him.
Yeah.
Like they're going to steal from both.
Yeah.
Like that's the sort of the Fast and the Furious really locked in when they moved towards Ocean's 11 style. Like the safe heist was all.
To me, I see it like yes, there's a Ocean's 11 element. I see a James Bond element because the villain, the bad guys always.
By 7, they had they were in James Bond territory.
Yeah.
But 6 was when they did the
Sure.
safe, and they did that whole rumbly tumbly in the safe, and then they get to the safe and it's empty because they swapped it out.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you're right.
That's more of the Ocean's 11. So the idea that they are that over the course of their gladiatorial, we've been chariot racing here, and we've been sword fighting here, and we are slaves to the system, but they have been robbing from wealthy folks here and there, and the big score is this underling emperor type. What would that be? Some sort of
senator.
There you go. Thank you. This senator, we've been robbing. We want to rob from him. He's going to rob from the Caesar himself.
Yeah.
So their plan is we're going to steal from the Caesar first, and then the twisteroo is they also stole from him.
Yeah.
So the big finale is in the gladiatorial ring. Now, add on top of that the Legionnaire coming in, who's
we can still get the Legionnaire in there somewhere.
I think the Legionnaire was sent by the senator.
So the senator heard of their plan
to
undermine him?
No. The senator is like, all these thefts keep occurring throughout the empire. My stuff has been targeted twice, and I've had enough of it. I want to
Oh,
know.
I see what you're saying.
He has put it together. Okay, these things only occur. He even went to the authorities and said every time one of these gladiatorial circuses take place, us wealthy folk, us very nice folk, keep getting stolen from. And the authorities are like, it's going to happen. When that many people are around, there are people who are going to be stealing. Just deal with it. And this guy's like, no, I won't deal with it. I think it has something to do with your I want to know what's going on. I think it has something to do with your gladiators, or it's around the gladiatorial arena. So I'm sending my guy in.
I feel like that makes it too convoluted. Having this history of him getting robbed and now he's doing this other thing. I want to present one other possible way of doing it. And again, this is getting more and more over the top, like
That's
the
fine.
ones.
Yeah.
Caesar has hired these guys.
Oh my God.
Because they have a reputation.
Wait. He's hired Dominic's Rex here?
Yes, because he has heard that the Senate is moving against him. So he's heard the reputation. He sits on the throne, but you don't get to be in that position without having a network of knowing what's going on. So yes, I've heard of you, Dominus Toretto.
No, I where you're going certainly is in line with where we are with this franchise.
Yeah.
But I want to pull. I don't know. I can't tell. That is so outlandishly silly.
I think we're gonna need a 3-hour movie to do enough intro of they've been hitting wealthy enough merchants and the senators and or this senator for him to be like, send one of our guys in there, and also we're gonna do this heist over here.
Think of the first movie. It opens with a heist. They crash. They grab from the truck. They steal the DVD players. The next thing we have is Brian showing up as just some dude who likes cars. He's asking questions. He gets ingratiated with them. Then he gets arrested, and then we find out he's FBI, LAPD. FBI.
He's a cop.
He's a cop, and he has been put in place because they have said, okay, this stuff keeps getting stolen by very good racers. We have put you in the racing community, and you need to find out. We suspect it might be these guys, but we know it's part of the racing community because if you remember, Brian thinks it's the Asians first.
Sure.
And then as he's in this world, he's like, oh shit, it's Dom this whole time, and I fell in love with this girl. So these thefts have been occurring. We open up with a horse attack in the night on a supply of wealthy stuff that gets away with the night. And then we go to a gladiatorial arena. A new Legionnaire shows up. He ingratiates himself with Dominus Rex.
Yep.
He's pulled away because someone wants him as a concubine or whatever. He gets pulled in and he's like, I'm here for my concubining. And they're like, no, Legionnaire, you're here because we want to know what you found out about these thefts. Any of those gladiators seem suspicious? Any of those slaves seem suspicious? Well, it could be any number of them.
And so then it builds up to they find out about their plan to rob the emperor.
That if
that's that's yeah, we can go that or they're just trying to rob the senator, but ultimately they're we can make them Robin Hoods, right? They don't even have to be keeping the loot, but they're essentially the bad guys. And we're doing the story where the Legionnaire for some reason is like, no, you guys are right, you're good guys. And that's fine.
I don't want to follow the original one beat for beat because then it's just so predictable. But yeah, I think they should be like Robin Hood types. That they aren't just stealing this stuff and making themselves wealthy because it would be obvious if they had all this money. They steal this stuff and then give it to the other slaves and the merchants who are being crushed by the powerful rich people who aren't giving them their due. They're taking too many taxes. They're not supporting the locals. They are just taking what they want and living off the fat of the earth. And so these slave gladiators perpetrate these heists in the night with their chariots and their horses, and then give that stuff away to support their community of other slaves and merchants. They are Robin Hoods,
Sure.
and that's why it's like, well, we know it's somehow involved with the arena. It could even be some of the guards or some of the traveling guards for this. We don't really think it would be the number one gladiator.
Because why? Why would it?
He's a good man. He's a hero of the empire. He's
Sure.
one of ours.
Okay.
And then our legionnaire finding out like that they're planning a big. The legionnaire finds out.
That's what it is. He finds out what they're doing,
Yeah.
and he has to now decide between being on the side of
The law.
justice or the side of the law.
Yeah, and if he's like they're building up to their big heist, and they reveal to the legionnaire, we have found out, and this is B plot that we can develop with whenever we see our senator. We're going to rob from this. We're going to rob. The senator's planning to do this bad thing to the Caesar, and the legionnaire's like, "What are you talking about? That senator is friends with the Caesar or whatever." He's a oh no, we've been working this case. We've been working this plan for a long time. We know that at the big annual gladiatorial thing, this senator is going to make a move on the Caesar's treasury or what have you, or maybe even assassinate the Caesar if you want to go a
Sure.
little more into the outlandish. Because then in the end, if we don't have them get away, the Caesar could be, I've heard about you. I free you.
Sure.
But you answer to me now. You must be my legionnaires.
Okay.
You seem
we did it.
resigned. I didn't bully
Yeah.
you into that, did I?
No, you didn't bully me into
Okay.
it. Ultimately, I don't think this is the one we're going to do a whole episode about. I feel like we're going to do a couple now. Because I feel like that's good. We could beat it out more if you want. I don't know how much more there is to beat
Sure,
out.
sure.
Just coming up with goofy Roman names.
Dominus Rex, yes. Do you want to you want to do a Western one?
Sure.
Okay, well, let's take a break here and we'll come back and do it all over again.
All right.
Fast and the Furious presents.
Yep.
Okay.
I like it.
All right. Be right back, everyone. You wanted to get goofier.
I did. I feel like the crazy lengths they get up to in the later Fast and Furious movies would be more fun in a chariot race. Like
They're using
think-
Greek fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Like going to those lengths. Like imagine it's one thing to have an intense chariot race, and it's another to have Dominus not just leaping from one chariot to another, but like jumping on the outside of a chariot to pull it while standing on it to make it like not go over a cliff edge.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God. I mean, we could go even more outlandish and have freaking Cyclopses in this if you want to. I know that's Greek, but like if you want to go full
sword and
sandals,
fantasy sword and sandals.
yeah, like Jason and the Argonauts.
Ooh, I almost said absolutely. That is one of the things Fast and Furious has not breached.
The fantasy,
is full on.
Yeah.
Like as much as we joke about car powers. I mean,
Yeah.
granted,
Telekinesis.
Dom Toretto literally pulls down the beams holding up a missile silo.
He had a dream. He went into the afterlife to return in Fast 10. Your seatbelts.
Right. And so, but that's the difference. That's how we describe the narrative leaps that are happening in those stories.
Okay, well, if you want to get wild, if you want to get outlandish, okay, sorry, I had to cut you off, yeah.
Ultimately, so that's what I started imagining, right? Like, imagine a chariot leaping, like from a roof, or like somehow ramping over the roof of the Colosseum. What? What? or I don't know, something like that, right? Like that was
Let's get weird.
that's what I was
Let's get big.
thinking.
All right. Well, if you want to get weird, let's go Wild West here. And now
Okay.
like we've been here before. We've talked like going all back to season 1 in the Lone Ranger,
Uh-huh.
talking about a steampunky Wild Wild West gears and
See, we don't have to go full Transformers though, because the Fast and Furious fits here. Because because of the mild, you wouldn't even have to do much steampunk, if any, because you have trains,
Right.
and you wanted to go like steam wagons, right?
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
cheating. That's cars.
that's cars.
um,
Not having like full on horses and like
horses and stagecoaches.
stagecoaches, like Fast
Yeah.
and the Furious stagecoach.
Sure.
And having them robbing the U.S. Treasury shipment on a train.
Mhm.
I more and more as the years go by, the more and more I think about it, the more and more The Mask of Zorro with Antonio Banderas is one of my favorite movies ever made.
I just watched a breakdown
Oh my
about that. I forgot who did it, but it was how it is an absolute amazing movie, and because it was like just before the era of moving into CGI
Yeah,
for things,
like the horse tricks in that
Mhm.
are unreal.
Yeah.
What is pulled off. The structure of that screenplay, it's the same screenwriters who did Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl,
Mhm.
and Shrek. Like these guys are great.
Yeah.
But the notion
Antonio
of
Banderas in both of them.
yeah, that's right. The idea of a Mask of Zorro, Fast and the Furious,
Sure.
stealing Cortez's gold or Santana's gold. It's the Alamo guy.
Yeah.
Like being in,
Santa Ana.
yeah. It would be everything in me not to just rip off the Mask of Zorro, but like the cowboy era allows us gunfights, like pistol fights,
Sure.
and saber fights.
Well, it does. Weapons aren't really a Fast and Furious thing.
True, I'm just thinking like a couple set pieces of
Oh, sure.
of brawling each other.
Yeah.
Okay. You had offered up the Roman legionnaires being like Caesar going, I've heard of you. I need you to do a thing for me. Let's do that now.
So here's my problem with doing that now.
Okay.
That was the entire basis of Wild Wild West.
That Jim West was,
The president sent him to do this.
well, we can do better than Wild Wild West. if it's some sort of like, you think of like Mr. Nobody from the Fast, Kurt Russell's character,
Yeah.
where he's like, I'm hiring you, but I can't tell you what agency I work for. Just I'm a shadow organization. We want you to do a thing. Having the Pinkertons can be our villains in this. Like having
Sure.
like, hey, we're the Texas Rangers,
Uh-huh.
and we can't make you Texas Rangers, but we're hiring you to do Texas Rangery type things.
You're getting real close to the Deadlands spirit, and I like that.
I'm getting a little nod of approval, a
Yeah.
little head tilt of approval.
Also, you're touching on a bunch of plot that the Adventures of Briscoe County Jr. explored.
Which, funny enough, the last time Briscoe County Jr. came up was our Lone Ranger episode.
Yeah.
So having a group of ne'er-do-wells, a group of 5-7 bandit types who
Uh-huh.
steal from rob a stagecoach that is belonging to Pinkertons are such an easy historical, but like
Wells Fargo.
yeah. But then drinking to their success and then being approached by a Texas Ranger who could ultimately be like, I'm hiring you, but I also have to stay with you. So our white hats, our good guy, who's like, I've been sent to hire you, bandits, who we know full well are responsible for X, Y, and Z. What are you talking about? That wanted poster doesn't look anything like me. I got a mustache now. I mean, like I know.
I mean, he's got a mustache.
He's got.
I mean,
I'm hungry. having a ranger or a U.S. Marshal show up and say, I need some ne'er-do-wells to do some
to do what? Because really, it would probably just be Secret Service.
Right. So I don't know. Like, what do you like that as far as a setup is concerned? That we
Well,
meet
it depends on what they're
meet
working to do.
our bandits who rob a stagecoach and are celebrating, and then a ranger shows up, and we saw in some sort of prologue scene the big threat that's going to be in this movie, and then he shows up. This ranger, this marshal, this Secret Service agent shows up. He's all city boy, buttoned up nice, and he's like, there's something coming, and I need you guys to help me because this is bad guys doing bad things. I need a wild bunch. Right? Is that a good reference?
It's a decent reference, yeah. That actually is kind of close to what happened. Well, the Wild Bunch doesn't get hired, but one of in the Wild Bunch, someone who used to be a part of the Wild Bunch basically gets harangued by the government to be like, okay, we're gonna hang you unless you go bring your old gang in.
Well, I love the idea of.
Well, we can't. That's the Wild Bunch.
I'm saying referencing that. Like if we just have one character who's saved from being hanged, and it's a Wild Bunch reference. Like, well, let's wear it on our sleeves. Like, hey, all right, I'll join. You can have my crew, but one of my crew's missing, and we gotta go. I maybe it's just our leader and Dominic's Tex. It's
Tex Toretto.
Tex Toretto is it's him and two others. They just do their small little heist thing, and then they're okay. I'm going to recruit you. Okay, if you need us to do this big thing, we TBD. I need more of my crew, at least 3 more.
I think I don't like the Mr. Nobody aspect.
Okay.
I think when I tell Wild West stories, I want them to be rebelling against the push of society and industry. So I like the idea of robbing a train, of somehow stopping a company from moving in on a territory.
A young woman and her son at a church see a video, a film presentation of them doing some amazing tricks.
Film presentation.
And they go hire the 3 friends. And
the 3 friends.
Just doing 3 amigos.
Yeah. They have to fight El Guapo. I mean, the handsome.
The handsome one. I feel like a train final set piece is a fun idea, but unfortunately, that's exactly how Lone Ranger ends, with the 2 trains crossing each other, and it's got all the silver in it. It's a shame that movie's not good.
It really is.
But you know what is good? Our Lone Ranger movies, all really, 3 of them.
They are.
But having a train heist situation in this, particularly leaning into like the Fast and the Furious. Let's say the reason they have to heist a train, we still don't know what the big threat is, but the reason we need a train in this to get us into the 3rd act is because
it's cool.
Is it because it's the fastest way from A to B? So if it's like whatever they are set up to, they're hired or rebelling against or doing whatever to get from A to B, they need to get there the fastest way possible. Horses aren't going to do it. The only thing that is going to do it is this train, and stealing a train to blast their way across the desert to get to the final piece of this movie. I know I'm jumping way all across the board for this, but just to work a train into this, a fast moving train. Yeah. Jim's gears are turning. I can see his eyes are just rolling back in his head, and he's drooling.
I think there's more than one train in this movie. I think that's actually what our posse does, is they rob trains.
Okay. What about using one train to catch up to another train?
What they do that is so remarkable about how they rob these trains is they don't stop them.
They do it while the trains are moving.
Now, granted, I think a lot of movies have kind of leaned into this, where like they blow the safe while the train is going and stuff. So maybe this isn't the best way to go. But normally the way you do a train robbery is you cause a train to need to stop, or while it's going slow enough, like around a turn or something, you climb aboard and then you get to the engine room and get them to stop.
Yeah. Pull over.
And our crew instead, full speed, will board a train, rob it, and get off the train.
And disappear into the desert or the mountains or what have you.
That's premise, right? That doesn't help at all with plot, like you were trying to find.
Sure. But the idea that we see several trains in this, I said, I don't know if you heard me, that they use a train to catch up to another train.
Sure. Because I don't know how or why yet. Oh, okay. I don't know where to fit that in.
Yeah, you're right, because we don't have why. We understand they're stealing money from trains. Okay.
And my notion is, like, I started thinking, so either they're stealing from a railhead, like a rail company, or some sort of company is doing something a community doesn't like. And so this group is basically robbing every train that goes into town. And so the company's unable to pay their workers. So the workers are like, well, we're not going to do anything then. And and so the company pushes harder. I don't know if they send in regulators. And now I feel like I'm just invoking too much Pale Rider.
I mean, lean into the history of Wild West movies.
Sure.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
Westerns are Western is probably the most done genre in history. So much so, we've discussed this before, they literally killed themselves. The Western genre, our American mythology, existed in cinema for so long and for too many things that we as a public still refuse to accept more Western movies. So lean into it. Wild Bunch, Pale Rider, whatever you want. Trains and horses, right?
Mm-hmm. Trains and horses and stagecoaches and
yeah. Let's see. They're outlaws. One of them is a gunslinger. One of them is a horse racer. They rob trains. They have been outrunning rail barons, right? Because the notion of the westward expansion was a lot of unchecked capitalism,
industrialism.
Yeah, right. So we even have an opportunity to utilize a multicultural cast, which we really didn't discuss for the Roman. But if you think of the Western era, the expansion, the use of post-Civil War slaves and Chinese, the railroad, the Asian Americans who
everybody was in the West.
Yeah, Native American Indians. Like, we have a great opportunity to fill this cast fully with every diverse people that could be fighting the good fight here. But what's the big threat? What's the big reason for them to be doing what they're doing? Like, what launches them into being heroes? I ask the question so that I can brainstorm while I'm asking it.
The
Pinkertons. I think the Pinkertons are, I've already said it, it's the easiest historical villain to pluck.
It's or
maybe the U.S. Marshals.
Full of villains.
Yeah.
Industrialists.
Right.
You wanted to do Mask of Zorro. That's who the villain is, and one of the villains is in Mask of Zorro. No, that's what makes the most sense to me. Is a railroad is set to be built through a territory, whether it's a reservation, and we can talk about how your government has pushed us from one strip of land to the next, smaller and smaller each time, and now and now your businessman is going to push us even further.
A young, starry-eyed city boy is sent ahead of the.
I don't want to do Brian O'Connell again.
All right. I was trying to think of a hero character that can be turned to the bandits' side.
Well, sure. That easily.
Just that
would-
he comes to basically, I'm verging into Dances with Wolves white savior territory, and I don't want to do that now that
Sure.
I've started saying it out loud.
Well, it wouldn't be white savior. You could, and to bring in your Pinkertons, this is basically what happened. I'm not remembering Molly Maguire's enough. Did the main character get turned to their cause?
I do not know. Or in your territory, not
remember.
mine.
Oh well, that's also later in a totally different country. A Pinkerton. So this undermines the reputation of the Pinkertons, but screw it. Make them send us a cease and desist.
Are they still around?
Oh yeah, they are. They are a security company.
Oh God.
Literally last year, the year before.
Oh, okay.
Hasbro sent them after a person who opened a box of magic cards too early on YouTube.
Whoa. Holy cow. They are still out there.
Yeah.
Okay. Our Dom, our leader character, is actually the mayor of a small Western expansion town. He has put his past behind him. He almost in an Unforgiven style way where I'm just a farmer now. It's like, no, you used to be, you were the fastest gun and the fastest horse. You know, Fast and the Furious, he could be the fastest gun, right? Speed is, anyway, he now runs a town and and it's a town that welcomes outsiders and people who are trying to just restart their lives. And in comes the industrialists who are going to not just tear through this town, but blow up the mountain to get the gold out of it. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas here.
I was going to go with your idea. The young agent, whether they're Pinkerton or Secret Service or a marshal or a territory ranger, gets sent to this territory. I think it's not white savior, because when he gets there, literally he's there to try to shut them down, and they're doing a good enough job keeping people back as is. So if anything, they just win him over, and he partakes. He's not the linchpin to their plan working.
To shut down the town?
No. So forget that. Forget Brian Connolly.
Okay.
Brian O'Connell. There is a mountain pass, right? It's the only way to pass. You would have to go 100 miles out of your way either direction to get around these mountains, and you're not getting over them or under them. So you got to go through this pass.
Okay.
And this railroad has been trying to get through here, and they keep being stymied, right?
Every time they get close, these bandits come out of the night.
Their railhead gets blown up.
Yeah.
The rail gets sabotaged. Bandits show up, keep robbing their trains. Certain supplies get through, right? Like random parcels and postage and Pony Express, that all gets through. But none of the Black Line Rail makes it through.
Yeah.
Because they want to push through and start strip mining the area in this valley. We find out what's been happening is they are getting robbed left and right by this local
Toretto gang.
Group. Yeah, Toretto gang, bandit gang, and the locals cover for them.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Black Line Rail has decided to send in their regulator.
Okay.
A larger-than-life man who has a huge reputation.
The Rock.
of taking no prisoners and winning and just overcoming all odds. Right. One riot, one ranger type situation. And so they send him in to take care of this gang, and he is ruthless. He trucks no camaraderie with the townsfolk because he considers them as terrible as the gang. He considers them an extension of the gang themselves.
Yeah.
Because they cover for
You
them.
covered for them, you're criminals too, and
Yeah.
I'll destroy every one of them.
And I think just because you need dudes to kick around,
Yeah.
he probably brings an army with him. By army, I mean like he brings 20 guys.
Okay. Ooh, I'm liking this.
Right. So these 21 riders
Yeah.
come into town, and then they fight. I don't know how many beats I have here. Basically, this is well, even The Rock was sort of a not quite a B plot, but he was
an antagonist without being the main villain.
yeah. I initially thought of this dude less as The Rock and more as Idris Elba.
Okay, sure.
Like he is even Idris Elba, they did a good job of making sympathetic. Like in the end, he was a sad guy who didn't really want to be in his situation. But
So we don't have
he
to
went
compare
with
him to either of those
But,
guys. This
yeah.
guy is just a ruthless murder machine sent
Yeah.
by the bad guys.
who operates under the guise of the law. What the terrible things he does with the justification of a badge.
Well, having him show up and start cleaning house and these cocky bandits who've gotten the upper hand on everyone who's come through, getting their butts kicked.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Okay, yeah, you."
No, yeah, I'm seeing the arc.
Yeah.
So we start with a super cool heist where our bandits win, and then we go to Black Line offices and like foiled again, curses.
What are we gonna do? I know
Send in the man.
Silas Creed.
Yeah, good name.
All right.
And he brings in his army, and they start kicking around town and stuff. And so our
heroes.
our town is like, oh no, and so our heroes are like, hey, don't kick around our town, and they do anyway, and they chase our heroes out of town.
Right.
And then this sort of is our second act of, and they give them a decent chase away. They maybe even capture several of them. That allows Black Line Rail. They come into town, and we get to see why it's so bad that they're able to get here. They just start doing even worse than what Silas Creed was doing.
They're just
like
razing the town.
Yeah, they literally knock over buildings to put up their own stuff. They start they almost immediately start building mine scaffolding into the side of the mountain that they're right on, or something like that. And just driving people out.
Yeah.
And so our heroes come together, and they're like, we should head out. We should go back to Mexico, like we did that after that one heist in Santa Fe. And that's when Tex Toretto is like, no one chases the Toretto out. We all have family here in Savior's Gulch.
Savior's Gulch.
And so then they put together a plan to take it back to him. And I'm thinking, so that plan involves, what if we do a real quick Fury Road? Steal a train.
Yes. I mean, literally was thinking before you said it, I was like, let's steal a goddamn train here.
They steal a train and they head back out of town. And like, what? They stole our train. And so they go out, and then it gets far enough. I don't know, like, it'd have to go real far to get what we need, but we can make shit up.
Yeah.
They either just throw the train in reverse, or they somehow turn the train back around. And now, so then they get chased all the way out there, and they're like, oh, this was a ruse. They wanted to get us away from there. Luckily, Silas is still there. And now they're racing the train back. What they don't realize is that they are turning the train basically into a missile.
Yes. To back towards where it came from, or
no. So in town,
yeah.
Right? Because Black Line has taken over the town, and they've set up their little fort right there at the railhead.
I've got something to point it at. Do you
Sure.
have something? Where's that missile going? Do you have something?
Give me, tell
Okay.
me. MacGuffin building is what I had.
Yeah, I got some. Okay, if the main thing that Black Line is what you called them, Black Line Rail, yeah, the main thing that they do that's the most damaging to this town that they dam the river. So then we can point the train at the dam and blow that thing up to flood the valley back. Like if they stole all the water away from these people in order to strip the mountains and steal the resources, in the end, we can flip that train around. Like if the train gets
We can make that work.
and just
I'm wondering why they built a rail pointed at a dam, but we can make it work.
you said somehow throwing the train in reverse. I'm like, well, let's get a little outlandish here. Having an inventor mechanic type character who has figured out it's not a quick thing. It's like, I need time to do this, but if I switch A to B on the train, I can make it go backwards without flipping it around. Like if the chugga, like if he has some sort of like, all right, pull that off now. This thing weighs 10,000 pounds. Hurry. And like they're like in the midst of the big thing is that, and if we see it earlier that that he has this ability, or this character, this girl, they have the ability of
this mad scientist.
Yeah. So then having a train flying backwards towards a dam, and then on top of that is resetting the rail. If the rail goes straight through the pass, but if it is going too fast and can't make the turn, it would literally fly off the tracks and slam into the dam and explode it and send the water back into the valley to save the town and wash away the villains, including Silas Creed. I don't know where that name came from, but I'm sticking to it. It's more save the world and like them being a bunch of like stealing from stuff is more there might still be a way in here for them to also in the end steal a whole bunch of gold.
They already have been stealing gold from Black Line,
right? But in the finale, so that Black Line is ruined. Not only did their dam get blown up in their city that they want to get taken away, all their resources are literally gone too.
So I really wasn't for the dam because even though like it seems like that's a great sort of a huge big finale kind of thing.
Yeah,
I was like I don't know. It feels underwhelming to wash away the bad guys, but it is super convenient and a wonderful plot device. The dam has been up for a while. And that's what's allowed them, like literally Black Line set this up a while ago. They have this dam. They've already taken the water. Mm-hmm. Stop resisting us. Why are you resisting?
Yeah.
And it can be there in the exposition. Once they take that dam out, Black Line, that will set Black Line back so much.
Like 5 years.
Yeah. Like it's not worth them rebuilding this. Mm-hmm. This dam and all this stuff.
We'll be back and we'll be waiting. But you ain't coming back anytime soon. Curse you, Tex Toretto. Getting the little gadgetry in here adds that little bit of outlandishness to it. I like the idea of shooting that train like a missile at a target. The dam just seems like I
wanted to land it on Silas Creed. There's no reason it still couldn't.
Yeah, like him and Tex could be having their fist fight at the end of the line, like on the bridge. Like if they have like set charges, like they're gonna blow up the bridge to like derail the train. Like it's all these dominoes and pieces, and that Silas Creed and Tex Toretto have a throwdown, in the finale while the train's going towards them, while this, Silas can still get crushed by this train.
That's true.
Is there? I see you kind of making some notes over there.
Well,
that's fine. I'm just wondering if there is a way for them to also steal from these guys, not just destroy their plans to take this valley and the resources so that they can have their gold or whatever, but to get it so that they can't have that they lose their treasure in the end, and that the heroes get it, because in the history of the Fast and the Furious, it does happen from the second, skip the third, and the fourth on that they always stop the bad guys and get the booty in the end. So having, I don't know if like, if we go to Mask of Zorro, the gold mine is on the land of the people and it belongs to California, not Mexico, not the. We can't replicate that, but is there a way for us to also steal all of the money?
Short
Get the
answer,
gold?
yes.
I just don't know where that gold would be. That it could all be part of the climax here, but part of the finale here. that once all is said and done, like, you destroyed my dam and took my valley, but at least I have my gold. No, how did they do it? And then they just distribute. Honestly, if they wanted to be real Robin Hoods, they would steal them. They'd somehow steal all the money and then not keep it for themselves, keep enough for themselves, but then spread the money on everywhere on the rail line.
So
that from Missouri to New Mexico, like spread the money all throughout the entire West that these assholes have destroyed all along the way. So they save the entire frontier by giving all the gold away. Me? Yeah. That we maybe.
I'm trying to find where to put that. I don't know if we can give the gold to everyone. Just like 6 people.
Just our heroes get the gold.
So the thought is, so the boss, right? The boss, it eventually comes out once Silas Creed has cleared the area out, and the rail can come in and the mine begins operations. He comes in to oversee it. Like, yes, finally, this town has been cleared out by my enforcers, and I can go there. And so he has his own personal car on the train, and there's the gold car.
Oh, okay.
And this gold car has enough to build their company town here to pay for the company town and the bank that will be a part of it. Because this will be a central distribution center for where Blackline will reach to as it moves past this mountain.
We can have a mini boss, like an underling to Silas.
Okay.
To have Silas Creed having another gun for hire, right? And,
absolutely.
And having this gun for hire as a secondary villain be like, pay me. You pay me. I want to be paid on time, the amount I'm owed every single time, and we that way we can see the boss like open up the train car, take a handful of gold coins, toss it to him, or so then we can see. And so then when all is said and done, like, help me, pay me.
Yeah.
I'll pay you later.
It's on the train.
I don't work on credit.
Sure.
Right. It's just a little mini moment that can be placed in there. So having the banking car, it's a fun, outlandish idea, especially if he sits in it and has his like desk and he's just surrounded by like columns of money and gold bricks or whatever, and like that's his office. And the first time we see it, we don't know it's on a train. We just see it like That's a fun idea.
But then right, so they think they stole the train because they're going to get all the gold.
Yeah.
And so that's one reason they're chasing. And the guy's on the train. He's like, get off my train. And then they reverse it and like, he's like, what are you doing? Why are we going back? You already, this stupid. It's like, we're going to smash like they say what they're going to do.
We're going to blow this train
You're
up.
insane. What about all this gold? It's going to get smashed too.
Going back to the mountain you stole it from.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. And they basically say, you got to jump. You either die with this train, you either die with this gold, or you jump.
This is outrageous. I'll pay you. I'll pay you anything you want. Well, we already have all your money. What else can you pay us? Oh, I'm angry.
and he yeets off the train. And I don't know if they do a switcheroo.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they're going real fast. I don't know how they would get a switcheroo in there.
It would be cool if if that train car is removed somehow. They figured out a way to detach both the front and the back of the train. It veers off on its own track, and then they reconnect the train so you don't know that car is missing.
It'd be it would. That'd be so hard. And technically, if we do a good job, we're in the middle of a chase.
Yeah.
So they would see the one car
Yeah.
go off the wrong direction.
We can say that's what we want to do and then figure out how the hell we do it.
That's true.
A blimp shows up and lifts the car away. God, the most powerful blimp in the history of blimps.
Yep. The Goodyear blimp showed up.
Goodyear. So then in the end, they save the valley. They get the money.
Mm-hmm.
They kill the bad guy. It'd be great if
They send the bad guys packing.
boss jumps off, right? And
Yeah.
he like finally makes the decision to, he like pockets a bunch of money, like one bag of money, and jumps off the train. And
Maybe.
he rolls into the wilderness unconscious. And then the last little time we see him, he wakes up and he's in indigenous American territory of like other, like,
Sure.
he's like, I come in peace. I am better than you. You are lesser than me, you savages. And they're like, oh, wrong thing to say, bucko. I'll pay you. Just so he gets his American just desserts.
I'm realizing Mask of Zorro had real similar things happen in it.
The villain
He gets killed. They get
by
killed
his
a
own
different.
gold.
Yeah. Both of them do.
Yeah.
At
the same time.
The combat enforcer guy. Yeah.
And that's okay. It's very different than this. Like they
not that different.
They get killed at the
Yeah.
exact same time by their own gold. We're not killing anyone with gold. We're killing people. We're killing a guy with a train
Mm-hmm.
and blowing up a dam. Hell yeah. And you know what? If someone wants to say this is too much like Mask of Zorro, I'll be happy to say yes. Thank you.
Oh,
My
do
goodness.
you not want more of that movie?
One of my favorite movies ever made. One of the greatest action adventure films ever made. Rewatch it. It's perfect.
It is.
And the second one is not. They added a kid, Jim.
There's a second one?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
They added a kid, and Catherine Zeta-Jones and Antonio Banderas break up, so he has to win her back.
Classic.
Yeah, it's sadly not good.
What piece of costuming is that one named after?
I think it's the Mark of Zorro.
Oh,
Is
okay.
the second one? Yeah. No, it might be Legend of Zorro. First one's the Mask of Zorro, and the second one I think is Legend of Zorro. Whatever.
How much time we got?
We got time. You want to pitch a third?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't got anything, but I want to. I want to hit all three.
We got.
So now we do bootleggers.
Oh man, I think that's the toughest one.
You think so? I feel like it's the easiest.
Yeah. What would you do?
Honestly, we could have just done the plot that we did for Chariots. We would have been way easier to do bootlegging.
Gladiator bootleggers?
Yes.
Gladdy bootleggers? Bootlegiators?
Bootyators.
Bootyators?
That's a totally
It's
different
a
movie.
very different thing. Okay, well, I have some knowledge we can play with.
Because, frankly, the backstory to Sinners isn't too far off of what the plot for what we would do here would likely be. And it would be our rum runners.
Yeah.
No, rum running is pirates. Oh, that would have been another Fast and Furious.
Pirates?
Fast and Furious pirate.
Fast and the Furious Pirates?
Yeah.
We don't mind that idea. But we could play bootleggers if you
but
want.
bootlegging, right? Because bootlegging, that's the origin of NASCAR. That plays right into Toretto history.
I have knowledge of the bootlegging era, specifically the switch of bootlegging from north to south to north when Canada did their prohibition after America had done theirs. So the bootleggers had to switch to which direction they were going.
Nice.
Let's see. So that's going to be in the 30s. Because like 31 would be prohibition at its peak.
Okay.
That's the peak of prohibition era. And you're right, NASCAR did come out of how fast can you move the booze, having super fast cars. What do you have any notion of what this is?
So Nick Toretto,
It's the whole Toretto family tree here.
is a bootlegger or more specifically, he runs. He runs it.
He's the fastest runner in Appalachia. That like every night they give him the stuff and he zooms through and his why he's so good. He does it without headlights.
There you
go. He can
go.
drive in the dark.
Nice.
Like and just he's impossibly good. He can drive in the dark. That's his gimmick, right?
All right. Yeah.
So the law loses every time moonshine's being run through this.
Mm-hmm.
So do we have another lawman versus bandit scenario here? Because if it's the federal enforcement of moving booze and moonshining and whatnot.
What if I don't know why it would come to their attention or what? What if
I got one, but go ahead.
Another bootlegging operation?
Yes, you read my mind.
Is trying to take over their territory.
Yes,
they have the assistance of corrupt cops.
Yes, I love that. Chicago. It's like the Chicago mob is like they want every lane, every runner, or every moonshine lane from the south to the north. They want it.
Sure.
They are taking it over, and they've got the backing of cops, like corrupt cops. And so the fastest driver in the south, he's furious.
Or are we missing a beat? Maybe do they still their own hooch, or are they stealing the mob's liquor and running it themselves?
If this Toretto family, is actually creating infrastructure and jobs for the people of their area, they've created a moonshine network that benefits as many people as possible.
I don't think that's like I know we did that with. I know we've sort of built that into what we've been doing this
That's
evening.
right. I don't mind them just being.
If you think about Fast and Furious, they're not really job creators. I mean, I guess Ludacris kind of is. He has his garage, but beyond him,
we can keep this much more small and
we can make it more personal. Maybe our Nick Toretto, maybe his dad was killed by this mob.
Yeah,
as they took
personal.
the lane.
Okay,
and so it's personal. They don't brew their own beer. They steal. So they steal the mobs because you guys killed our family.
Yeah.
So they steal their booze and their profits when they go and sell it.
Yeah, like even like going to speakeasies and like holding up the speakeasies.
Sure.
And they only target a specific family's stuff. They don't just ubiquitously go after everyone. There's like there's a vendetta against them, and
we're going to make up a new one. It's not going to be Capone.
No,
because then we can actually we can couch that into the history, and that this family is actually by the end of it, we can reference that this family is being squeezed from the other side by Capone.
Yeah. And so the Chicago mob shows up. And they're bringing guns, explosives. They're killing anyone in their way, and that's the one advantage our Torettos have. They don't kill.
Sure.
Like they've never had a body count in all that they've done. They leave people humiliated and embarrassed and tied up and naked.
Yep.
But they only ever just steal the resources and disappear into the night. So they have a cachet somewhere that they aren't spending. Right? Like they've just stolen all these resources and they're just squirreling them away.
Oh, maybe. I was thinking they were selling them somewhere.
They could be turning it around and selling it to, but who would they be selling it to? Just,
I guess the mob wouldn't take they would find out if their customers were buying from someone
else. Yeah.
And they would do something about it there.
So if they're just stealing it and disappearing it.
Was that ever really what happened in Fast and Furious?
No.
Are we missing a thematic component? Do we need to incorporate more family?
We are out for vengeance in this one.
And it's literally family versus family.
It's the family
Yeah.
versus a family. He's really just out for vengeance. Like maybe his crew is like, hey, you keep stealing all this stuff and just burning it. We could be using this. We could be making money off of this. That's not what this is about. It's about vengeance. They killed my dad. I'm going to take away everything they've ever had. My dad wouldn't want this of me, but his crew is like, but we do. This is a lot of resources we could be.
I don't think he'd prevent them from. I think they would be selling it.
Okay. But he just doesn't care. He's
Yeah.
like, I have my car
Mm-hmm.
and I have my vengeance. That's it.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I got what family remains.
mhm.
I got my brother here, my long lost brother here, my sister over there,
My girlfriend who-
long lost sister.
My girlfriend who died, but she came back.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dad's here.
Yeah.
I don't even know I'm doing this anymore. I got everything I could ever want.
I'm doing it for family.
Family. I mean, that's a good setup. I think there's some fun in all this, but like, what's the big thing here? Like, what does he go after? Do they just come after him and he has to defend himself, or do they put an end to
Right,
this?
like,
end
yeah,
to
I
the-
see what you're saying. What's the culmination here?
Yeah, because it's one, like, I think there's some fun. This is good stuff about, like, he just destroys all these Chicago mobsters and their corrupt cops who are trying to move into the Southern Territory. And
Do we want to bring in a Brian O'Connell?
okay, what do you got?
The feds send in an agent,
Mm-hmm.
a G-man, undercover to figure out what's going on, and he gets involved with these guys, and he learns exactly why they're doing this, who they're doing it to,
Right.
and that corrupt cops are involved.
Yeah.
And so the way he spins this to J. Edgar Hoover
Mm-hmm. J. Edgar.
is
Put your dress on, sir. You're gonna want to go dancing after I tell you what I'm telling you.
in the end, what we did was we uncovered a corrupt police ring involved with the mob. And so that's sort of what gets the
yeah.
attention off the Torettos.
Well, what about your Shadow Runner?
Turns out they were
Myth.
a ghost.
Myth. That wasn't even real.
Mm-hmm.
It was just the Chicago mob moving into the South and taking over all that territory.
That's horseshit, O'Connell. We know you were out there with the Torettos. You
Breaks his
if
nose.
you don't if you don't turn on them, you're off the force. You're out of the agency.
You can't fire me. I quit. And he puts his badge on the.
You'll be back for the sequel, which is in Florida.
Florida booze running Fast and the Furious.
Can we get 12 movies out of running booze?
Hell yeah. They didn't get 12 movies out of stealing DVD players. They got one movie out of
That's
stealing
true.
DVD players.
That's true. Yeah.
No, I think that's a good way to go with this. Is that if it's just this vengeance run, and the Midnight Runner or the Shadow Runner is ultimately a myth that Brian, our G-Man character, is
Mhm.
like, what I uncovered is this mob doing this, and the only little thing I'd add in here then is there a way for them to get away with a whole bunch of money in the end?
If the FBI takes out these corrupt cops
Mm-hmm.
and the mob,
Yeah.
they can take over their line and sell all the. Well, I guess they've already been selling the booze. Isn't getting away with their lives enough?
How about this? How about this? Like, I don't know exactly how to do this, but
Uh-huh.
to sort of subvert this, that the idea is they have their money.
Uh-huh.
Maybe they're even moving a truck full of money in the finale or whatever. That in the end, when the cops come in to stop the mob, and our criminals get away, our bandits get away, our booze runners get away, the assumption is they also stole the money. But when the final report comes in, it could be like, well, let me tell you, G-Man, we did stop these criminals and we found all their money. They had a warehouse full of it. But the funny thing is, not a single distillery
Mm.
Where's all that? I guess it got destroyed. And then we cut to the south, and our bandits are now running moonshine because they stole their distillery.
Okay.
I don't exactly know how to pull that
Sure.
off. If to be like how they steal an entire moonshining system, but
Mhm.
if there's a way for us to, like, in the end, that's what they stole. They didn't steal. They left the money, and they stole the ability to make moonshine.
Yeah.
And now we get to end with them zipping off into the night to run booze.
Okay.
Yeah, family.
Family.
I think the most amusing thing that just occurred here is that we took 40 minutes to do one, 30 minutes to do another, and 15, maybe 10 minutes to do a third.
So I like what we did here. I hope Sugar likes what we did here.
Yeah.
They got 3 movies.
Yeah.
Only one had cars.
Fast and the Furious presents.
But I do think in our efforts to give a decent story, we didn't revel in crazy powers. We didn't revel in insane personalities.
The car superpowers. And this is, okay, you are right. We did lay out a lot of plot,
Mm-hmm.
the who's, whys, and wheres, mostly the why and what's, right?
Yeah.
Going in this now, and like even just the mere suggestion that there's a gadget loving mechanic who figures out how to make a train go backwards. That's the beginning of a personality.
I love the idea in every movie dropping, I had a life before this.
Hey, I had a life before you knew me.
Yeah.
You're right. We didn't sprinkle this in with personalities or whatnot, but I think were we to get a green light on any one of these, then the fun of it would be to go in and actually build the personalities of the cast, the ensemble, and not just replicate Tej and Roman. And
if we could do them all in order, it doesn't matter the Toretto character. Oh no, there's horses only in 2 of them. I was going to say we could have power creeping horse powers.
Power creeping horses.
Like originally they're just able to whisper to the horses and get them to do crazy stuff, and eventually
the horses are literally like pressing buttons, like opening doors or something.
No, the horses don't have powers. Like literally, Toretto has the power of a horse kind of thing. As long as he's touching a horse, he's invincible.
Just like Dom Toretto has car powers as long as he's touching a car. I like the notion in one of these that a horse jumps like a gulch that is impossible.
Yes,
like that.
With a chariot on the back,
and they landed it.
Yeah.
I'll believe the bus over the interstate hole in speed before I'll believe this bullshit. Oh yes. Well, I guess it goes to Sugar. How did we do? I think we're gonna end there, right? And you got to let us know if we met your demand today. So now it's up to you to hit us up to agree or disagree with whatever we just pitched here, and that goes to all of you listening because we just did a nice little trilogy of Fast and the Furious presents here.
We did.
But we might have missed some things. So you can message us directly at studiodemandsit.com or Instagram at studiodemandsit. Just find this episode and comment there if you don't want a direct message. And if you're not already, why aren't you subscribed? Come on, you're listening, you like what you hear. You want to listen to more of our dulcet tones, even if you're listening at 2 times speed. And that either makes us sound like chipmunks, or if I talk like this, it's normal.
We sound normal.
You can also find us on YouTube and TikTok, where we occasionally post video content, not with material not heard here on the show. Jim, where else can people get in touch with us?
On Reddit, go to the subreddit r/Studio Demands It, or on Discord. If you're not on the Discord, you can join the Discord by going to our website, studiodemands.com.
Yeah.
And there's a link to it at the top of the website if the formatting stays the
same.
same.
My gosh, Jim, did you know that we have a Patreon?
I did know
you know
that.
And for a couple bucks a month, you can get an episode early. You can get the episode early and without commercials, and as well as extended episodes if you wanted to do that. Double length episodes. We had almost a full hour conversation before this episode about the current state of politics and how that is reflected in films about presidents.
Mm-hmm.
And then it slipped into Star Wars and Mandalorian and Grogu conversations. So you can head over to Patreon and subscribe. You can even subscribe for free if you just want to show your support and get the occasional Suddenly a Conversation, which is our free just chats that we do from time to time. And for those of you who sped through this, I'm sorry, you'll have to go back. Jim said a joke so funny about 30 seconds ago. You'll have to go back and listen to it. But oh man, that was good. I peed.
He did.
Yeah. Okay, a massive thank you to David and the Godfather, Dave Geisler, the Godfather and producer of this whole network.
The Toretto of our podcast family.
Domvid Geisleretto. Ugh, I didn't like how that felt coming out. But please check out the other shows that are produced, like Another Zelda Podcast or Returning Students. And then Jim, unless you have anything else to say, if you want, we did 40, 30-ish, 10-ish. Do you want to pitch a pirate movie in 5 minutes?
Oh, God. What would that even be?
Well, Jim sits there, hems and haws about that. I'll just say we'll be back again soon with another one of your demands to improve the world of cinema and take on the challenge of writing stuff like a Fast and the Furious movie. But all right, Jim, pirates, you got anything? Or is there another era you want to go in?
Nope. Captain Toretto has a pirate ship.
Yeah. The fastest pirate
actually ship. It's a series of very of small, I don't know the names of the different types of ships, so they're very small ships that they only have like 3-4-man crews per ship.
You stupid bastard, it's a schooner.
They have like 5 of these ships, and they rob only
the East Indian
East
Trading
Indian
Company,
Trading Company ships.
Mm-hmm.
And a young, not Commodore is way too high of a rank. A young Captain O'Connell has to be sent in undercover to find out who this mysterious
this one is a note for note recreation of the first movie. They're stealing tea instead of DVDs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it is a note for note, just high seas adventure.
And that last big scene as the East Indian Trading Company with the power of the British Navy behind it comes into port, surrounds the port that all the pirates and their friends are in. Suddenly, all of these tiny ships just shoot out, and they're like, "Which ones are they?"
Which one is Too Fast, Too Furious? With the train one, we do have to have a moment where the horses jump in front of a train, replicating that moment from the first one where Brian and Dom beat the train.
Yes. Yep. Was that the first one?
That is the first one, because it seems like Dom died, but he didn't. He got away.
Was I thinking of the second one with the garage?
Yeah. That's Too Fast, Too Furious.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was the first one. Oh, right, because they got to go to Ludacris to get all the racers.
Tej. He had a life before he owned a garage.
Yeah.
He was a computer hacker.
That guy from the second movie?
Uh-huh. Yeah. You'd never believe it.
No.
He's going to space. Yeah. One day.
You know what? It makes sense because when that movie came out, if you look at where computers were, they weren't nearly advanced enough. So he was like, this is boring. I'm way more advanced of a computer hacker.
That makes sense.
I'm going to go open a garage.
Yeah.
And then later on, as computers got more advanced, he was like,
up to him.
They finally caught up to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready to go to space.
Oh, man. Tell me about it, Tej. There we go.
Now we have to pitch a Fast and Furious in 1 minute.
Oh, my God. A 1 minute Fast and the Furious? Okay. Damo Toretto does the Kessel Run in 12 parts. Nailed it. You're welcome.
Doesn't that just match Han Solo?
No, you didn't hear me. Domino Toretto.
You said Damo.
I did say Damo. Torello. There, I did it. I did it faster than a minute. I still got plenty of seconds left.
With his second Chubaconnell.
Chubrian
O'Connell. Chubrian O'Connell. You mean Brian O'Connell? No, it's one word. Yeah, and there's O'Connell. Chew in front.
Chubrian O'Connell. That's it. We've done all the eras of horses. We could have just replicated a Fast and the Furious set during like the Blitz in World War II.
Oh, we could have with Mustangs, the planes.
Yeah. Fast and the Furious fighter pilot planes. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go. I did it in a minute.
You did.
End.
Actually, you did one in a minute. That was the Star Wars one.
Yeah.
And then you did another in like 20 seconds.
Hell yeah. All right. Ready? And here's the best one yet. Did you get that?
I did.
Best one yet?
It is. Yes. Can't believe we didn't think of that one first.
I'm TC.
I'm Jim.
That's it.
Family.
Family.